What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Glass Man Standing. Today we have Indo, Keller, Billy, Stephan Peirce all competing today. Josiah is going to send them in right now. And we have Indo and Billy competing first.
2, 1. And we are underway with another episode of Glass Man Standing. We got Billy on the torch. We got Indo on the torch. Let's see what's going to happen. Who else do we got here in the booth? We got Austin, as per usual. Austin, you want to say what's up to the people?
What's up, people? What's up, Glass Man Standing fans? All 1 to 5 of you out there.
Yo, let's go.
Catherine.
Our 1 to 5 fans. We also got Stephan Peirce in the booth with us, man. How are you doing, dog? Special guest. You're gonna compete later today.
Good.
Hey, I like that. It's strong but silent vibe going. I rock it. We also got Keller. Keller, how are you doing today?
Good. Hey guys, how are y'all?
Regulars in the booth. Scoping out the competition. All right, we got our Glassblowers making some ashtrays as mentioned before. As mentioned, they already got the colors picked out, but we had some colors in mind. Stephan, what are you seeing so far? What do you think? What do you think would be your way of handling this? I know this is your first time on Glass Man Standing seeing something like this. How would you go about making an ashtray?
I don't know. This is my first time seeing what these guys are doing. So
20 minutes is not a lot of time.
20 minutes for an ashtray. I'll go with a simple approach.
So what do you guys want to see? Like, what are you looking for in an ashtray?
The best one, Billy. I don't know why you're trying to coerce Austin into giving you some ideas.
Austin always wants to see something, man. Can we let the man see what he wants to see?
So it can't just be a dish, right? Like it's gotta have preferably multiple of the little rests.
You see
so
how
that your joint can just.
I was thinking about some rests.
you seen
You see how this works, Stephen?
You seen Houseplant at all?
Time is going by. There's only 10 minutes left.
Hey,
Oh,
come
fuck
on,
off
get
you.
out of here.
Oh, he's gonna fit right on in.
Look, I stripe a tube in about 4 minutes, maybe 3.
Just a reminder, today's episode is sponsored by North Star Glass, Glass Alchemy, Chronic Roots Distribution, The Haze Connect, Puffco, and Sweet Sense. And thank you guys so much for sponsoring each episode of Glass Man Standing.
Yo, shout out.
Wait, Billy, have you seen Seth Rogen's Houseplant ashtrays?
Nah, what's that look like?
Well, I mean, I can't. It's
Okay.
really simple. It's super simple.
So, Stephan, first time on Glass Man Standing. I'm going to do my best to not bombard you with questions while you're on the torch and try and ask them while you're here. Do you know much about the show or anything like that? Or is this just something that was thrust upon you?
No, I haven't looked into it at all. I read the message on Instagram. That was the prompts that we could get: the chain, the ashtray, the one hitter. There was a couple other ones. I read that, and then outside of that, I didn't want to look too much into it. I figured it just show up and be ready.
100%. Yeah, man, I agree. I feel like going into it blind is probably the best way. Obviously, you might take some punches here and there going into it your first time, trying to figure things out. I know Rocky kind of struggled with this first episode, trying to, get accustomed to the time limit and just trying to deal with the pressure of talking and also rolling the glass and everything like that.
Ooh,
So
I know
I
what
feel
I
like
want to do.
that's kind of the issue most new people have with the competition. I think it's been I feel like we do just fine. Stephan over here is one of our more notable glass blowers who shows up at a lot of our competitions. Very excited to see what you're going to do, man. Very excited to see.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I think it's been easy for me because everything I've ever made is 20 minutes or under.
15 minutes left on the clock.
Looks like.
Come on. How long did that one in the case right now take you?
Shit. Felt like 8 days.
8 days, dude?
I don't know. It was long, like just together, just time after time.
Indo, you have a little glass blowing competition coming up soon.
Oh man, that's some big tray.
A little collab with you, right?
Yes, sir. We're doing a little marble competition.
Why don't you tell people a little bit about that? I know you're focusing lots on that.
Basically, the last shot glass competition was a no prep situation, and so I wanted to go to the absolute opposite side of the spectrum. So there's no holds bars as far as the prep goes. They can bring absolutely anything. The only thing is, if you bring a bowling ball, you got to make sure that there's room for other people in the kiln kind of bit. But other than that, they've got full autonomy. And Steven's actually one of the competitors coming up in that, so we're excited to see what he brings.
Do you feel like you find more joy in teaching or creating? Like on your own?
They're both. They can both be equally awesome and frustrating. Like with teaching, it really helps when you teach. The more you teach, the more you refine your process for what you're doing. So when you're teaching how to do ashtray, for example, I've got to really think about it beforehand. Every little step that I'm going to do in order to make the ashtray, so that I can articulate it in a way and in a certain number of steps that another student can actually not just digest, but also then execute on. So it really distills down your process into the core moves that need to happen.
Yeah, your basics.
Yeah. But then the flip side of that is you can have really terrible students too, and that sucks. But that's just, it is what it is. It's really rare to have a bad student. I don't even know that. I can't think of one bad student.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever he said, I didn't hear, but he shook his head.
That was wild.
But then, on the creative side of it, so teaching, I feel like really will help refine and make you think about what you're doing and why you're doing it. So you're more efficient when you're on the torch.
Yeah.
But then on the other side of it, it's nice to just noodle something out on your own and figure out how you're going to make it, and that's the process.
I'm a bad teacher.
Exploring how you're going to make something, I think it's one of the more. You have an idea of product that you want to make, and you don't know how to make it, and so you got to figure that out and trial and error. Just go to paper, and work on all your steps logically to get from A to B to be a finished product.
Yeah. As a teacher, sorry, just one last question. We got 5.5 minutes left in the call. As a teacher, just looking for coming to you for advice, I guess. Yeah. As a student, teacher for advice, what are some tips you would give for making lemonades? I've been struggling with them, and they piss me off. I get a little agitated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm on day 3. I'm getting into a groove, but sometimes it's just I move it to keeping the heat too much, and it starts to bubble outwards a little bit, and then it's just not straight. I'm rolling it. It's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
What would you recommend that I do to kind of clear my head on that?
Spend more time on paper before you make it.
That's a new one. I haven't heard paper. Just writing the steps.
Yeah, make a cartoon strip. And then go from 2 to every little step, you can make. If it's a one-hitter, it's pretty straightforward, right? It's not a ton of steps. So start with your just major steps. How are you going to start? What size tube are you going to use? How much tubing do you need? And then, depending on the pattern or what you're doing for that, break down how you're going to go about the pattern. And even draw the angle of the rod if you're applying color to the outside of the tube. Draw the angle of the rod that you're putting it down. If you've got a swirl pattern you're doing and you're twisting your rod back and forth, you can put little arrow swirls back and forth and get an idea of how many. Always helps to draw something out to scale if you can, especially on more complicated stuff with internal parts and different things. So, draw it out to scale and know all the steps. If you can draw it out from point A to point B and it makes sense, it's how you would approach it on the torch to make it. You'll have you'll take out so much of the guesswork when you're on the course, because you'll know where to start, and you'll know when a step is done. You'll know when the next step starts, and it'll just make it a lot more systematic and less like low.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Oh,
Even with something little.
I'm very much like I feel like visual. Like I gotta map stuff out, and I feel like that's where I feel like we clash heads, but I feel like that's where Billy and I differ sometimes when it comes to like planning things out and like making something like. We both get frustrated because I'm very much a perfectionist. Like things like I like to get things right. Obviously, I'm not gonna get it right the first time, but if it's trash, I don't like to like keep working on it. I have to work on the next thing until I get that moving down, step by step. You know what I mean? Whereas Billy is like complete the whole thing. You'll get it down eventually through repetition, and just keep on keeping it going. Don't stop. That's where I feel like where you feel like you're kind of you feel like there's a middle ground.
Yeah, it's definitely both. So when if you were to like make a cartoon strip of a drawing, right, of the piece you're gonna make, if you're having problems with step number 23, just work on step 23. Don't work on 1 to 22.
2 minutes left for our last one.
Don't work on the first 22 steps to then get to the 23rd and fumble. Learn how to do that step. If it's making restrictions, if it's opening the end of it to be the goal, if it's making the mouthpiece, then just do that for as many times as it takes you to be on back to back.
I hope it's so small so fast.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
And then once you get those, whatever you're having trouble with, get that down, and then go back to the first 22 steps and knock it out. But don't wait till. Some of these things we do there's so many little sub-steps in it. If you wait until the last move to get to that learning point where you need to learn how to do it right, don't wait until the end.
We got 1 minute left for our Glassblowers.
Seconds left for our Glassblowers. Billy, torches off. Oh my gosh. Dang, guys. Because I wasn't asking any questions. They were locked in, man. We were ready to go. They weren't getting bothered. I'm left.
We both made the same bowl. Fucking awesome.
It's officially done.
Have not
That was fucking
long
nice.
fucking
That
time.
was nice. Ain't no conversation. Fucking good job. Good job. Kurt, you got a beeper?
Parameters for this?
But camera one is out of focus.
Just which one you thought looked better.
Yeah, in your personal opinion, when you look at them, you're like, man, I would buy that one over that one.
I got you,
have
Steven.
to buy one,
Steven, we're sharing a mic.
you buy one over the other.
Okay. I don't know. Best.
What do you think of the pieces here? We're talking color design, patterns, all of it. Just which one would you rather use?
Dang, I don't know. Spliffies is more round for sure, and
More center.
more centered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with Spliffies on this one. As much as I would like to go with,
Oh, fuck.
Billy's,
I
it
got-
is his
yeah.
show, but
Oh,
It's
gotta
actually
go with
funny.
Indo.
Billy, I just want you to know I was actually going to vote for you on this one. I'm not going to lie.
No,
I
no, look at that one.
you.
Listen,
Vote.
I like Billy's, but
Well, I mean, it's a 2-1. I mean, you already won, man. Like,
But,
it is. But I was going to vote for Billy.
yeah, Indo's more centered. I like the more round. I like the trifecta. Billy's is cool though. I like Billy's.
the
He did
size is
good.
pretty important for this.
Yeah,
too,
size too,
because,
it's bigger.
I mean, there's not much room in Billy's. It is one of the biggest things I think for me.
bigger
It would be full
ashtray.
pretty quick.
That's valid. That's
That
valid.
a true story around here.
Hell yeah.
That's about to happen.
Are those the
Hey.
official votes? Is that what we're going
Yep,
with?
Yeah.
I vote
Alright.
Indo.
Indo's going to take round one of our competition
Oh, yeah,
today.
congrats, Indo.
Congratulations,
Good job,
Indo.
man.
Congratulations.
Completing the last
Lesser,
episode's
lesser
story.
of two sucks, dog.
Indo is on an insane streak right now. That's how many in a row? 3 in a row, I think now?
Say what's up right here.
Brother is on a tear.